And we welcome you back to Lanier National Speedway. Coverage of the RC Cola Moon by ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. On board with John Bolin, the Bolin Excavating 2-car. Out of Alabama, second in the championship, had to take a provisional and start at the back of the field tonight. Stephen McCurley lines up third on the restart. He's gained 4 spots, got best run of the year for the one team.
Yeah, they've really got it together here. Sometimes it's better just to luck out than it is anything else, and he has found this racetrack. But the 51 car's been the guy on the charge. Kyle Fowler has made a lot of good moves coming up through the field.
Gets underneath Sean Simpson's 01 car. Fowler with the nose of that car up in fourth. And here comes the Roderick fella, car number 9, Casey Roderick, the youngster out of Georgia, working with Bill Elliott's development team. Ernie Elliott's here coaching him tonight. Ryan Crane next in line in that 10F. Roderick trying the bottom as well. Everybody's tempted, I think, to come low out of turn 4, try to power under somebody, but it's hard to do here.
Well, for years you learn, don't give the bottom up. Don't let them guys get underneath you, because if they do, a lot of bad things can happen. But I think what will happen as the race progresses, we get towards the end, that top groove's going to come in. When your tires get wore, you're going to find a little bit more bite at the top of the racetrack. Young
Max Gresham there in the 711. He's got his hands full as well. Kevin Stevens in the 52. Where Stevens had that contact with Taylor Satterfield a little earlier. They battle for position. McCurley now. Kyle Fowler on the inside. This is for third over on the backstretch.
Kyle Fowler drops all the way down to the flat part of the racetrack. He might be able to make it stick. That is a very fast race car.
McCurley hangs onto the spot using the high side. Enterprise rental car running order, top of your screen. Keep track of your favorite driver and his progress through the field tonight here at Lanier National Speedway, the James Garrison Memorial 100.
If Kyle Fowler can make just a little bit wider entry line, hold the car out just a little bit longer, he won't bind the car up at the bottom near as bad. He'll be able to get a better run off the corner. Looks like now he's dropped in line. He's going to cool his tires. I'll look for him to make another move in about 2 or 3 laps.
He's still got some time. We're working toward lap number 70. There'll be 30 to go here shortly at Lanier National Speedway. Top 2 continue to be the 6 car of Chris Wharton and the 23 of Paul Kelly. Now Fowler takes a look to the inside again.
Oh, how close can you go without not having any contact? That was awesome.
Casey Roderick, meantime, in the 9, trying to defend against Ryan Crane back there in that red number 10. That's a fight for position as well. Lots of heavy action here at Lanier National Speedway. Great battling in the RC Cola Moon Pie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. Crane now alongside Roderick, making the bottom work. McCurley under attack by Fowler. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th all in play here as the laps wind down. Lap traffic starting to become a factor as well. That's Jay Middleton on the bottom, the championship leader in the 74. Just out there trying to make some laps and get a decent finish, not take a last place finish tonight as he fights for the first ever championship in the ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour.
Kyle Fowler finally gets around McCurley, so he'll have free racetrack. He'll be able to maybe run the second place car down. Ryan Crane still fighting away in that 10 car, trying to use up the young Roderick. But Roderick, he's hanging in there tough on it outside.
Now he's just a recent graduate as well from Legends Cars, isn't that right?
Very young driver that has really showed a lot of promise. Back up front.
Top 2 starting to engage once again. Wharton in the 6 has led a lot of laps here tonight, but Paul Kelly not giving up by any means. And if you're Kelly, this thing may be playing out just the way you want it to. Paul Kelly's crew chief cheering his driver on. You just want to be within striking distance in the last 5 or 10 laps, right?
Chris Horton, a very cagey race car driver. He understands how to win races at this racetrack. He's running the outside groove. He likes it, keeps momentum up in his race car, especially when they get into lap traffic. He'll be able to do it. And the caution's out.
Oh, yellow on the speedway once again. 17 laps to go, and the 9 of Roderick brings out the yellow by going around. Roderick gets it pointed in the right direction. He's out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. And you see the Bill Elliott signature on the hood of that Ford. Let's check in with Mark Allen.
Your driver has been pressuring the 6 car for the last 30 or so laps. What's it going to take to get around him?
I think he's just been riding here. He's going to push that envelope here the next few laps here towards the end. We'll get him. This is our home track. Walk in the park.
Well, it's a walk in the park, all right, but it's going to be an intense walk in the park Paul Kelly, the favorite to win here. He's taking care of his race car, taking care of his tires, and maybe he has something for the 6.
17 laps to go to settle things tonight in the James Garrison Memorial 100. I'm not so sure Kyle Fowler in the 51 and Stephen McCurley in the 1 might not have something to say about it, but Kelly dives to the inside, trying to get around Chris Wharton in the 6 car. Side by side, up onto the backstretch. Wharton's been using that middle of the track line all night. He's able to pull Kelly off the corners.
He gets a great run off. The car will slide up just a little bit. He turns it, he nails the gas pedal hard, and gets a great run off the corner.
Contact between the 2 lead cars. Kelly's right front fender getting into Wharton's left rear. Neither car goes around. We're still green.
Kyle Fowler sitting in the catbird seat. That may be the winner of the race when this one's all said and done.
Wharton out of Alabama in that black number 6 continues to run up front. Kelly on the 23 tried. He got alongside him again a couple of times. Doesn't seem to quite have enough.
And you wonder if he stayed there too long. You can heat your tires up at this place. You've got about 2 to 3 laps. Make the charge, make the run. But if you can't, back up. Let your tires cool off and make another run at him.
Another very impressive night for young Stephen McCurley out of Humboldt, Texas in that 1 car. He continues to ride 4th, lined up 7th, and caution on the Speedway. Big tangle over in the corner. The 89 of Jess Maddox involved over there. Dennis Wilder in the 2. The 15 once again, that's Zach Reardon's car. And Dwayne Begay at the bottom of the racetrack in the 45. He spun into the inside wall. One of the things you have at a place like Lanier, Scott, there's no place to go if you get caught up in something.
If 2 cars spin, there is absolutely no place to go. Down into the corner. You see the car already has gotten turned and everybody's in the brakes trying to avoid it. Guess what? It just doesn't work out.
And that brings out yet another caution here. The 2 of Dennis Wilder from Commerce, Georgia. The RWB recycling machine, that's a Chevrolet. He goes behind the wall. And Begay's Red Top Auto Auctions car, that Ford Fusion stopped against the wall. He'll be able to refire and hopefully rejoin the field. Right back with more of the James Garrison Memorial 100. Chris Wharton continues to be our leader.